Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The judge's pen froze mid-stroke. Not a slip. Not a pause for thought. Too long. My sister shifted beside me, perfume sharp, confidence stretched thin. I kept my hands folded, my face neutral. I learned early that silence is useful. It makes people talk to themselves. It makes them confess without speaking. This didn't begin in a courtroom. It began years ago, before the oak bench, before flags and accusations meant to erase a life with a sentence. It began the day my sister learned how to smile without warmth. The day she learned envy could wear the mask of concern. We grew up sharing a hallway and little else. I took the long road out, uniform, disciplined deployments that taught me the cost of a promise. She stayed close to home, close to our parents, close to the version of me she could manage. I once believed loyalty came from blood. I was wrong. Loyalty is a choice. Publicly, she praised my service. Proud captions. Patriotic posts. Privately, she counted my absences like evidence. Every missed birthday, every funeral duty kept me from attending. She kept score. When our father's health failed, she learned to weaponize whispers. He was never really there. Are you sure he did what he claims? The first sign came disguised as humor. A dinner table joke. You ever notice how his stories change? Laughter followed. I smiled with them. Control is letting people believe you don't notice. The second sign was procedural. A letter, formal, cold. An inquiry into my service record. Allegations of falsified deployments. Medals questioned. Dates challenged. Someone knew exactly where to strike. I didn't confront her. I didn't ask why. I didn't plead. I audited myself. I rebuilt my life the way the system does. Timestamps, signatures, chains of custody. Orders. Reports. Citations. That's when I noticed what she couldn't have known without access. Originals from our father's safe. Documents she was never authorized to touch. Photocopies with missing pages. That's when planning replaced anger. I requested certified records from archives that move slowly. I let time work for me. I logged every request. Documented every response. Cross-checked rosters against casualty reports. Collected statements from people who don't lie because they've buried friends. And I watched her. The impatience. The rehearsed concern. The hunger for reaction. She wanted fear. I gave her nothing. I let her believe the system would crush me quietly. The hearing arrived. She dressed for victory. I brought one folder. No drama. Just wait. When my name was called, I stood straight. When her accusation was read, I listened as if it belonged to someone else. I answered precisely. No embellishment. No emotion. Truth doesn't need decoration. Then the judge opened my file, not hers. Mine. A timeline that contradicted itself until the final page resolved it. A trap. Embedded within were notarized statements from 2 retired officers. They remembered my sister's name for reasons unrelated to me. Unauthorized access requests, forged signatures, a printer registered to her apartment. The judge's face drained of color. He stood and left the room. That's when I knew. When he returned, he didn't look at me. He looked at her. He asked questions she hadn't rehearsed. About documents. About metadata placing edits after alleged events. About a clerk she claimed not to know. Her voice cracked. Once. Then again. The room listened. The accusation didn't explode. It collapsed. Folded inward, quiet, efficient. The way real consequences arrive. She reached for me then. A whisper. A plea. You could have stopped this. I met her eyes for the first time that day. I did, I said. I stopped it from happening to me. The ruling was swift. My record cleared. A referral issued, the kind that follows you home. Outside, the air felt lighter. Not because I won. Because I was finished. Revenge isn't loud. It's patient. It's knowing when to let the system do what it was built to do, when fed the truth in the right order. I didn't ruin her. I let her reveal herself. I don't think about forgiveness. I think about balance. About how silence can become a blade if you hold it long enough. About how I never raised my voice, never begged to be believed. I just made sure the file told the whole story. And it did.